Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you all. And Jodie, as you know, I've been praying for fine weather for the last 2 or 3 days, and it obviously worked. You couldn't have chosen a better day and a better place to get married. And Chris and Jodie welcome you, and they have decided to confirm and declare their marriage with this ceremony today. And this ceremony gives social recognition to a union that has already taken place in the hearts of the couple present. Now, we have two delightful people here. On my right, your left, is the maid of honour and the flower girl, Madison Morris. On my left and your right is Parker Morris, who happens to have two tasks as well. He's the best man and he's the Lord of the Rings, which is very appropriate. So, Parker, if you wouldn't mind passing those rings to the first person here, then they get passed along as Lionel's got them. Now, just to explain, you don't have to open the box or anything, but inside of the rings that will be exchanged a little bit later. And Jodie and Chris would like you to hold the box in your own hands and to offer your silent best wishes for their future happiness together, and in so doing, warm the rings. And they'll be passed from one person to the next, and you can keep them going as we speak. And then I'll come back to Parker in time for the ring exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today not only to witness the commitment of Jodie and Chris to each other, but also to witness their commitment to their two children. For those of you who have never met me, my name is Geoff Conrau, and I am a registered marriage celebrant, duly authorised by the Commonwealth of Australia to solemnise this, your wedding, according to the laws of the country. And before you, Christopher Frank Morris, known to most as Chris, and you, Jodie Lee O'Neill, before you are joined together in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I am bound, as you know, to remind you of the serious and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage by law is the union of a man to a woman to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered into for life. Well, Chris, I have a question to ask you, and if you could respond with a two-word answer, that would be good. Chris, do you take Jodie to be your lawful wife? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honour and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep only unto her so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Thank you. And Jodie, do you take Chris to be your lawful husband? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honour and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, keep only unto him so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Thank you. If you'd like to hand your bouquet to your maid of honour, that's good. Turn and face each other, hold hands, and gaze into each other's eyes. Just come right. Now, would the Lord of the Rings please come forward?
Yes.
Come in, put on the hair, mate. Just round the back. Just open them up. And before you exchange these rings, I'd like to read this. The roundness of these rings betokens the endlessness of love. Their pure metal speaks of the purity of love. Their value reminds us that we should defend and protect that which we hold most valuable in life. Wear these rings with love and honour. Chris, would you please take this ring and place it on the third finger of Jodie's left hand? Use your left hand so that the dog can get a good shot. Just hold the wrist here. And say these words after me.
Jodie, with this ring I thee wed. Wear it as a pledge of my love. And as a symbol of all we share.
And Jodie, if you'd like to take this ring and place it on the third finger of Chris's left hand. Hold it there and say these words after me.
Chris with this ring I thee wed. Wear it as a pledge of my love, and as a symbol of all we share.
Chris and Jodie, the love that you have for each other is everlasting. Treat each other always with tenderness and understanding, and your journey through life will continue to be a wondrous experience. Well, Chris and Jodie, you have declared before all of us here this afternoon in the beautiful Alexandra Gardens in Kew on a sunny day that you will continue to live together now in marriage. And you've made special promises to each other that have been symbolised by the joining of hands, the exchanging of vows and the giving and receiving of rings. And in making public this bond, it gives me great pleasure on behalf of the community and the power vested in me by law to now declare to be husband and wife. May you both retain the strength you need to keep the promises you have made, and may your home bring joy to your family and friends. I think I've delayed it long enough. Congratulations to you both. Chris, now is the moment. You may now legally kiss your wife. Now, Jodie and I had a discussion, and she knows that I'm fully aware of the equal opportunity laws in this country, so you now can legally kiss your husband. Now, if you didn't get the photos the first time, you got a second chance at least. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll ask you just to stay where you are for a couple more minutes. We're going to sign the marriage certificates and the register, and then we come back to the formal. I hand this folder over, I'm going to leave you with a few words. May your friendship and trust endure and strengthen through the winter of your lives, and may your love be renewed as surely as the blossoms adorn trees each spring. May your understanding of each other grow with your love until the wonder of each night and day becomes a lifetime of happiness together. It gives me great pleasure to give you this folder, Jodie. It's not for you, Chris. I haven't got anything for you, but I will shake you by the hand. After all, you've got a bride. What more could you want? Marcus has got something for you. There you go. You won't go home empty-handed after all. You may not know this, but of course in Australia we always have balloons as a symbol of celebration. If you were Jewish, you'd be smashing a glass at this juncture to represent the fragility of marriage. If you're Greek, you smash plates. Have we got any Greeks here? Oh, keep them away from the plates. Ah, gee, could be dangerous. But in Australia, we put balloons everywhere. We hang them on letterboxes, car antennas. You're not buying this, I know. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will autograph it. Oh, you got the pen? Thank you very much. I'll autograph it for you. That's probably a better symbol of celebration. Open it up. Open the bottle. Open the bottle. Okay. Hold on there for us, mate. Where's it come from? It comes from Callybrook Winery, actually, which is one of the first wineries in the Yarra Valley. Not for you. 3 sips. You want to hand your bouquet again to your lovely flower girl and maid of honour. First sip is a sip to friendship. Come over here a little bit, Chris. That's the way. Your turn. Friendship. Second sip is a sip to love. Third sip is a sip to your connection with society as a brand new couple.
We did all 30 sips, didn't we?
And Chris, you get the final sip. 3 sips, 3 cheers. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure in now introducing to you Mr. and Mrs. Morris. And I'm going to invite the parents of the bride and groom to please come forward if you'd like to take one step out there outside of the rotunda. Please come forward and offer your congratulations